Today we're going to learn about doctype declaration, head tags, body tags, and div tags. So let's get started with the doctype declaration. So your doctype declaration is going to be your very first tag on your HTML document. It'll come before your HTML code. And a little aside, this tag, the doctype declaration tag, is not a HTML tag. But what it does is it gives instructions to your browser on what version of HTML to use, and that's all it's used for. So if we go ahead and take a look at Google's page source, we'll see the very first tag is the doctype declaration, HTML. If the doctype HTML were not to be included, then we would lose certain features and tags of the latest version of HTML, which is HTML5. Next, we're going to be learning about the head tag. Head tag is placed in between the opening HTML tag and the opening body tag. So what is the head tag? Head tag is an element container for metadata, and metadata is data about data. In our case, it's data about the HTML document. So in the head tag, you can have lots of different tags. So you could have title tags, character set tags, style tags, script tags, and other meta information tags. In this example, we're going to be looking at the title tag, style tag, and the meta tag. So what the title tag is just pretty simple. It's the title of the document. So as you can see in our browser, in our tab, head tag tutorial is right now the title of our document. Want to take away tutorial and just save head tag as the title, we can save our document, come over to our browser and refresh. It will just be head tag as our title now. So for the style, this tag adds style information to a page. So if we look in our body tag, we can see we have a header and we have a paragraph. So if we come back up to our head tag inside of our style tag, we have our header 1, and we can change the color to red. And we also have our paragraph, which we can change the color to blue. And if we come back to our browser, we can see that's exactly what has happened. Our header is red, and our paragraph is blue. We can also use the meta tag, and the meta tag turns the content in the meta tag to metadata. Now this metadata is used by browsers, how to display content on the browser or how to reload the page. It could be used for keywords in search engines, and it could be used by other web services as well. We will now be moving on to the body tag. The body tag comes directly after your closing head tag, and your body tag element contains all the content of the document that will be rendered on our web page. So as you can see, all the content we have inside of our body tag right now is showing up on our browser and our web page. So some examples of what you can have in your body tag. Here, you can use different kinds of headings, which goes from H1 to H6, H1 being the largest heading, H6 being the smallest. You could include a paragraph inside of your body tag. You can also have what's called a div tag, and a div tag just takes a section of your document. So you can have plenty of different tags inside of your div tag, and we will be learning more about this tag soon. You can also have an A tag, and what an A tag does is creates a hyperlink to the text that is given. So you can point that text in a direction. So you can give a href, which is a hyperlink reference. So for this example, I pointed my text to go to google.ca. So if we come in our browser and click the text, we'll find ourselves at google.ca. Finally, we're going to be talking about div tags. The div tag is used to define a section in a HTML document, and that section is used as a container for elements, which are then styled with CSS or manipulated by JavaScript. And these div tags can be easily styled using class or ID names. So if we take a look on our code editor, inside of our body tag, we have 3 different divs here. The first div has no class name or ID name. The second div has a class name of myDiv1, and the third has an ID name of myDiv2. So what we can do with these, if we come up to our head tag, inside we can have a style tag, and inside of our style tag we can style each of our divs. So the first div is styled by just using the div tag, and if we do that, any div with no class or no ID name will have the same style: a red border with a light blue background and the text centered, as seen in our browser. So our second div can be styled by using our class name, and our class name myDiv1 is seen right here, and we must put a period before our class name when styling classes. And with that one, we have a blue border, light blue background, and the text is also aligned to the center. And our last div is styled the same way, except we need a hashtag in front when using the IDs. So as seen in our browser, we have a green border, light blue background, and the text is centered.